We talk a lot about unrequited love and how it hurts so much, and we don't really talk about the unrequited friendship or the one-sided friendship, and that it hurts as much as the unrequited love. Based on Healthline, in one-sided friendship, the communication, time, and effort needed to sustain the connection typically falls to one person. When they need something, they seek you out right away. But when you are in need, you just can't seem to reach them. One-sided friendships can leave you confused and hurt. So, are you in one-sided friendship, or have you experienced it before? Hello, it's Ikram, and in today's video I'm gonna talk about the 5 signs and the red flags of the one-sided friendships, and the tips on how to deal with it and move on. As anyone else, I have been in one-sided friendships many times. I was the one who call and text them first, the one that listen carefully to what they have to say, the one that maintain the connection and to reach out to them and for them to not make the effort to do the same at all. They don't even bother to answer my messages, and me finding them excuses like maybe they don't have free time or they have a lot of work to do, and so on. But deep down, I knew that they don't care about this friendship as much as I care, and it hurt. My confidence and self-esteem got affected by that, to the point of overthinking that it is all my fault and I made that person uncomfortable or I hurt their feelings by saying something wrong. I experienced this type of friendships in university, and in general, this one-sided friendship is so common in the adult world. Most of the time we don't realize that we are in one-sided friendship, and sometimes we know that but we choose to ignore the signs just because we are so attached to that person, so we don't really want to let go of them. Well, not all the people you consider as a friend consider you as one, and the person who you don't see as a friend consider you as a dear one. They don't listen to you. One of the red flags and big signs of one-sided friendship is that person does not pay any attention to what you have to say. They don't listen to you at all. And there is 2 types of person using 2 ways. The first person insists that you share your thoughts and problems with them, and when you try to share and say anything, they ignore you, or they don't put any mind to what you are saying. The second type of the person is the person who asks you out of obligation, but doesn't really care about you at all. The one thing in common the two have is when they need someone to talk to and listen to them, they will come to you, and they will not do the same to you. This is one of the big red flags, and a dangerous one, because it will affect your self-esteem and make you question your value. They don't respect your vision and opinions. They have the right to voice their opinions and values, and you need to respect their vision, but they don't give you the same right. They are always right, and you need to follow them without questioning them or saying that you don't agree on what they are saying. So whenever you are around this person, you only listen and you don't talk freely and feel very uncomfortable. It's like they stole your voice and can no longer say anything. And that's really bad. Using you. I have specific rule that I use while working with others. It's the win-win relationship. It's when 2 people exchange their values and skills to achieve a certain goal. And the person who tried to use me always telling me that it's so wrong to do so, and that I'm using others. Even though she tried to hide it, but actions speaks more louder. Her actions betrayed her. She is the type of person who approach you just to take from you what she needs, and never give back or help you if you ask for help. Whether you have a specific value or set of skills, all sort of people will approach you. And between those people are the people who try to use you. This type of people comes most of the time like the nice person with good moral values. and always talking about not liking how people use each other's. And they will never do such a thing. They are expert on using others and a good talkers. At first you will not mind that you help them, but with time that will dry you emotionally and mentally. They will take from you and will never give anything back or even help you when you're really in need. Negative jealousy. They hate the people who are more skilled than them, and they hate the fact that you are better than them. There is no harm on feeling jealous of someone because of their skills or their unique value. It's natural, and you can use it, boost your motivation, to enhance your skills. That's a positive jealousy. But the person who have a negative jealousy prefer to harm you and your reputation rather than put in the work to learn new things. And this type of people are so toxic. They don't feel happy for your success. Yes, they will not put any effort to hide that, which make this sign and red flag easy to detect. If you achieve something and you are so happy about it, it's normal to want to share the news with the people you like and friends. So what you get in return is that person trying to change the subject of the conversation and stopping you from talking about your good news. And it's super sad, especially when it comes from a close one that you consider as a friend. The top toxic red flags are the one who doesn't listen to you. The second one is the one who uses you, and there is as well the one who have a negative jealousy. Well, all the signs and red flags that I mentioned are bad for the mental health and so toxic and dangerous for your well-being and cause so much emotional damage. So let's talk about the 4 types to deal with the one-sided friendships. Don't have expectation. As simple as that. Whether at the start of the friendship or even if you are friends for a couple of years, don't expect from them to treat you the same way as you treat them, or they will be as loyal as you. Yes, they must have respect for you and want the best for you and treat you with integrity. This is the basics of any relationship. And these are no negotiable. Anything else is your expectation. Not having expectations means that you won't be disappointed. And if you are not disappointed, you are not hurt. And you will not be that attached to that person. Don't give them more than 2 chances. So action speaks more louder than words. Believe in their actions rather than what they say. The actions of the person shows the real them and how they see you, and if they cherish the friendship as much as you. If they did you wrong by their actions, you may give them a first chance. Let's say that was the first time they did you a bad thing. You even can give them a second chance, and in the third one, you leave. Because their actions define them, that their true nature, giving them more than 2 chances will do you harm more than good. And they will even start thinking that you are a pushover, so better avoid that. Stop talking to those who aren't listening. This piece of advice by Jordan Peterson changed my life, so I'm sharing it with you. Don't talk to people who does not listen to you and does not value or see any value in what you are saying. It's a waste of energy and time. And like he said, by talking to people who does not listen to you, you are devaluing what you have to say. By offering it to an audience that does not think but reject it. So stop and just find people who will listen to you and talk to them. By applying this piece of advice in my life, I no longer doubt myself and the value that I can bring to the table. And even if I say something stupid, I can say it freely to the people who are willing to listen carefully to what I have to say. It helps free the mind from so much negativity and self-doubt. Give it a time. It's hard to be in one-sided friendship, that you are the only one that cherish the friendship, and you are the only one putting time and efforts to maintain the connection and the relation. I know that because I have been through that so many times. And one thing I do when I go through such a thing and such a scenario, each time after giving that person 2 chances and did my best so I don't regret anything, I gave myself the time needed to heal and to move on. So give yourself the time needed to move on. Don't rush things and do not beat yourself over some people who does not deserve you. What are your thoughts about today's video? If there is any sign and red flag that you think is very important and I didn't mention it in video, please write it in the comment section below. And share with us your story if you have been through the unrequited friendship and what are the sign and red flags that helped you realize that. That's all for today's video. Thank you for listening. See you next time.